Hi, Sagittarius, and welcome to Silky Intuitive. My name is Nancy. We're doing a special reading. We're looking at the theme of this reading. We're calling it the story of us. We're looking at us as a unit, as a family, as a partnership, a couple, maybe a career choice, a choice of home. We're talking about a connection. Wherever this connection resonates for you is where you should apply this information. Use what you can, throw the rest away. Now, I'm going to do a quick cleansing of the cards. Now, let's take a look. I had been laying these out, but for some reason I was compelled to do this reading. Throw these cards out live for you. The early messages for me is that Sagittarius is going through something personal right now. Head, heart, body, soul. Head, heart, body, soul. That's the past position. In the present position, we've got the focus. Go off the top, head, heart, sticky, body, soul, and one more. Head, heart, body, and soul. Now, when we're done with this reading, we're going to go over to my Vimeo channel, and we're going to run this love reading. Focus. Head, heart, body, soul, and one more. Now, if you decide that you want a reading meant just for you, reach out to me through my Weebly link. I'll leave it here. Reach out to me. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Head, heart, body, and soul. This is a future reading for you over at my Vimeo channel. First, though, I have cards for clarifying here in my hands. But first, we want to look at our circumstance. A little more light. Okay. First, we want to look at our past position in the focus. Sagittarius' past. Well, we have the Knight of Wands. This is representative of your sign, Sagittarius. The Knight of Wands, he's the aggressor. He knows what he wants. He knows how to achieve it, and he goes after it. He's very much about producing. So if this is about your career path, Sagittarius, it's all about production. But we have this World card here. So past energy for Sagittarius is cyclical energy connected to your strengths, the things you know you can do, the things you are positive you can achieve at. You're very much about knowing your direction before you go, before you proceed with anything. You are very much wanting to know exactly where you're going. In the past, though, that energy may have taken you quite far, or it could have left you down and out. We have the Ten of Swords, and we have the Strength card. This is in the place of the mind, the head space, how you think, maybe even how you communicate with others. The past. We have something that had to come to an end. We realize that with the Ten of Swords, it's sort of abusive energy. So we know that that situation, especially connected to the Strength card, we've got something that has to end, but also something that your innermost strength, your innermost ability, your ability to fight off your inner demons is very much at play here. It's connected to how you think. So maybe you're being asked to look at something in a different way. But it's somehow connected to your own inner abilities, your own inner workings. But there was a definite ending. I almost feel like this is abuse. I almost feel like this right here for Sagittarius. Because here we have a Leo card, another fire sign, but it represents the deep desire to be completely able to control your inner demons. You know, I think this is a situation where maybe you were a small child with an abusive parent, and you had to be the strong one in the family. Maybe you had to be strong for your mother, or strong for a brother or a sister. But if this is talking about youthful abuses, I think you had a very strong sense of self from a very early age. In the heart space, the King of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. That came out upside down, don't know why. You know, the King of Pentacles with the Ace of Pentacles. In the heart space, in the past, well, we know that it's about new beginnings, and we know that it's about taking control. That King, but it's slow energy. It's as if you've been yearning and yearning badly to find your way, find the direction to this path that leads you down a better road, a more secure road. Deep in your heart's desire, you wanted something better as a child. Maybe what you wanted was to have control over your own life if you were living with someone who was out of control. Looking, and maybe you had to, you know, I'm getting a message that somebody was kicked out of their home at a very early age. Had to find the inner strength and the ability to take care of oneself at a very young age. And I really think that this energy is continuing on in the present day. In the body, space, we've got the Queen of Swords and the Two of Wands. I think for me, it's making the clear choice to change your life. Whatever this feeling of abuse is here, I think in younger days, it may have been more recent for some of you. Maybe you've gone through a cycle of abusive partners and you're finally reaching out and going for yourself, because this is an independent energy. This is an independent energy. But she cuts through the bullshit. She gets through the obstacles, but with this, she comes through a bigger person, a better person, with a more improved life. Choices having to be made here, but maybe some of them were hard choices. Maybe they were choices that released you from a certain sense. To me, this feels more like a father figure, almost an abusive father figure that released you at a very young stage in life, and you finding your own way, physically making a way for yourself into a future that was maybe not so clear, maybe more uncertain than anything. Now, your soul. The Queen of Wands, your Six of Swords. In the past position, I really think this talks about moving away from what has hurt you in some way, whatever the difficulty was with the Six of Swords, same as with the Ten of Swords, but this pulls us away. It gives us hope. So something, again, I feel this is your younger days, but something, I think this is saying that something moved you away from the abuse. Maybe you found a partner who fulfilled a need in you in the past. And this, I think, is the connection to the us, where I really wanted to go with this, is this connection. This fire sign queen who moves away from the hurt, moves away from the trouble, the obstacles, and she is driven to improve her life. Her, him, doesn't matter. The energy is nurturing and warm. It comes from a place of deep-seated desire. In the soul space, there's maybe a desire to find a better life for yourself and for your soul. Maybe you're looking to be uplifted in some way. I think I'm not getting anything else from that. Let's move on to the present. In present day, Sagittarius. The focus, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups. Some of you are very focused on a relationship, a love relationship. Current day, I think you are either being pulled towards a very independent spirit. Someone who maybe has set out on their own path. Maybe this person that you are focusing on at this time, or this thing that brings you satisfaction. Maybe out of reach for you. Maybe it's a person who has embraced independence. Maybe your focus is on someone who is really more focused on their work, on their career. You may be focusing on a new career path that is where you're supposed to be at emotionally. It fulfills that desire to do what it is that brings you satisfaction, accomplishment. Head, what we think, how we address people. The King of Wands, the Two of Cups. Well, you're thinking about a love relationship. Maybe you're wondering, how do I bring this thing about with this person who's very independent? Some of you are very attracted, if you're single, to someone who may be walking alone in this world. And what you're really considering at this time is how to connect with that person, how to make that person yours. Because there is a connection. It is a soulmate connection here. But it's a soulmate connection with someone who is frankly more connected to their career than to the physical satisfactions of life right now. And so that may be a distraction for you. For some of you, this is going to be talking about a love situation. Now, I want to know why these two people are not together. Maybe they are. Maybe you've been with this person, but they've decided to leave and take a more independent role in their own life. Maybe they've decided to drop the codependent nature of your relationship with them. It's all possible. The heart position. The Hierophant and the Eight of Wands. Now, the Eight of Wands can talk about Cupid's arrows. It can talk about the timing of an event. For some of you, we're talking about a partner, a licensed, officiated partnership, love partnership between two people. And one of these people is focusing on themselves and maybe not so much on the partnership anymore. Maybe this person has decided to quickly leave this partnership. Maybe the separation came out of nowhere. May have happened very suddenly. But it feels to me like Sagittarius's heart is still in this relationship. If this relationship is a partner that you've already experienced in your life, that partner is focusing elsewhere. They may have already started down a path of their own. They may have followed their desires and left the relationship. Maybe they left quickly, with very little notice, with very little word. And now at your heart's center, this contract, this emotional contract, it's having some consequence in your life. And I almost want to say that someone in this situation has already left, has already walked away, and started something new on their own. Now, body, the King of Cups, and the Five of Swords. So I feel there's a struggle for Sagittarius going on right now. It's a deeply emotional struggle, as if you're fighting within yourself over, and what I think, what you're fighting with yourself, Sagittarius, with, may be what brought this person to walk away on their own. I think you're already represented here. This talks to me about a love companion that's moved away from you romantically. They've already left your surroundings. And so physically, I think you are dealing here with the reason. You're physically maybe fighting an internal battle around this incredibly emotional. It's a tie. It's an emotional ribbon that ties two people together. It's something that doesn't want to be broken. Let's look at the soul present. Well, we have the Four of Wands and the Ten of Cups. To me, the soul wants to be happy. The soul wants to be completely fulfilled. The problem with that is someone's left the relationship. And what you're really dealing with here presently is how to bring this situation back into your life. How to bring it back to what I think was a very enriching kind of friendship, but it was friendship on a deeper level. It was being married to your best friend and having your best friend leave you. You know, it left you maybe feeling defeated in one way or another. Emotionally, mentally. But what the soul wants is to bring this, what I think is a family situation, back together. Now I'm going to ask Spirit for clarification on this. Is there clarification? The wedding. The old woman and the young woman. Okay. So, Sagittarius, this was for what I'm going to say is probably a good deal of you who are resonating with this. This was about a marital contract or the promise of one. What you're wanting to do with this contract is take the old and make it new again. Make it young again. Breathe life back into a relationship that feels to me like it lost its way or was ended because of someone's inner struggle. And one more clarification. The Friend, the Death card, and the Merchant. You're waiting for results. This relationship, like I said, My guess is, Sagittarius, you were married to your best friend. For one reason or another, this best friend was seeking a road of independence, going through a transformation. Big transformation, major transformation. The whole ball of change. It's the new home and the new car and the new house and the new boyfriend or the new girlfriend. And it all changes in front of you. But you're waiting for that energy to come back to you, because I almost feel that there's a certainty about this friendship, this old situation that you're wanting to make new again. I think it's almost a certainty, because that relationship, that friendship is so strong that it doesn't have a choice but to come back together. I think that's, am I done? I think I'm done. Okay, now, it's an unusual reading, and in a few months we're going to do it again. About July, we'll do it again. For now, I'm going to look at the future, and the future is going to go from now up till about and through July. And we're going to go take a look at your future right now, Sagittarius. If you want to look at your own life, your own personal circumstance, reach out to me through my Weebly website. And my link is down below. Fill out the contact form, tell me what you want, and I'll get back to you. Otherwise, Vimeo channel, I've got love readings. I'll have this reading. There's energy readings. Go on over there and take a look around if you like. And until the next time, Sagittarius, thank you again. Be well and peace.